"Sheriff," Deputy Pruitt called. "There's an ID in her pocket." Willa and Daniel headed back to the cordoned-off area. "With Fisher, did you find a wallet or identification in her clothes?" he asked Willa. "Nope. If only we'd been so lucky," she said. "They had to ID her for us at the compound." "What do we have?" Daniel asked as they approached the boundary of the yellow tape. "Her name was Leslie Gooding. Student ID card, SWU." Convenient that Daniel had been the chief of campus police. "Do you know any school officials willing to come in after hours to access student records?" Willa asked him. "I stay in contact with a couple of administrators. At least one of them might be able to help out tonight. Worst case, first thing in the morning. But I should give my replacement on campus a heads up about this." An unnecessary courtesy since the body wasn't discovered on school property. It spoke volumes about Daniel as a professional and as a person. "While you're doing that, I'll formulate a statement for the press, similar to what I put out about Fisher." It was better to feed the reporters her narrative before they caught wind of another murder and painted their own picture. "I think we should give them more details this time. Mention the tattoo of the shining light." "Are you sure that's a good idea?" He didn't look certain. "It'll put public pressure on McCoy to cooperate more fully if nothing else. It could also backfire in a number of ways." "We'll see how it plays out." Willa glanced back at the tech. "Any estimate on the time of death?" "Based on the body temp and conditions, I'd say it's somewhere between midnight and 5 a.m. Once I take her in, the medical examiner will be able to give a more precise time. The stab wounds to her chest are deep, jagged edges to the cuts. You're looking for a serrated knife, like one used for hunting. Fairly big." "The same as with Fisher," Willa said. "We didn't find one at the scene." Her cell phone buzzed. She pulled it from her back pocket and glanced at the screen. Wayward Bluffs Police Department. She groaned at the inkling of why her former department would be calling. "Excuse me, I've got to take this," she said. Turning, she stepped away and answered. "This is Nelson." "Hello, Chief. This is Kennedy." "What's up?" "Bad news." The somber tone of his voice struck her. "Spit it out, Kennedy. You know I hate suspense." "Sorry to bother you, but it's about Zeke." Her heart nearly dropped out of her chest. "Ezekiel?" With suddenly trembling hands, she started down the hill toward her SUV. She checked for any lurking reporters as she hurried, but didn't see any. "What happened? Was there a car accident?" Her son had a reckless streak. He always drove faster than he should, taking tricky turns at a high speed. Blood-curdling images flashed in her mind, first of his body trapped in a mass of twisted metal, and then him in a hospital on life support. What would she do if she lost him? "No, ma'am, nothing like that. He's okay." Kennedy took a breath, but Willa couldn't shake the fear of a senseless tragedy snuffing out the life of her only child. "He's been arrested." In an instant, her panic slid to anger. "Arrested?" That boy was going to be the death of her. "What has my son done this time?"